Revival can happen and is happening in small town churches.
Many of Jesus' followers across rural regions are uncovering exciting possibilities as they explore creative and practical approaches to loving their neighbors.
This new podcast from Fresh Expressions will introduce you to ministry leaders serving in rural contexts to provide examples and inspiration for being the church and addressing the needs unique to your community.
All right, now that we're done reading the read so that you know what the podcast is, who am I talking to here today?
I'm Kathleen Blackie.
And I'm Chris Blackie. We're the Blackies. And we co-pastor in a church. Where do we co-pastor, Kathleen?
We are in a small rural church in southern Vermont, and we've been here for 13 years.
We have. And so not surprisingly, we're pretty passionate about rural ministry. We also both grew up, for the most part, in rural churches. And so we've been passionate about rural ministry, really our whole lives, our whole calling to ministry, certainly. So what kind of people did we get a chance to talk to through the podcast?
We talked to a fair amount of pastors who are actually doing fresh expressions or creative ministry in their context. We also talked to some denominational leaders, and we talked to researchers and writers who are focusing on the rural church.
Yeah, and throughout the podcast as well, we hope to share some kind of funny stories, some reminders of what it is like to do ministry in rural places, and just have a chance to maybe have a few laughs together, and also reflect on the goodness that God brings to us and the opportunities to do rural ministry together. We would like to hear from you. We're setting up a Facebook page and a email that you can send your stories to us. We'd like to share those certainly throughout our time together, and we're excited to start the podcast.
You can watch us on YouTube, but you can also subscribe to us on Apple Music, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.